Promoting greater learner participation during PDPR through Facebook, an action research by MYRA Samuel, AGNES SUPANG MALANG, and JOANNE NING from SK MERBAU Miri. Abstract. Social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is quite popular not only as a means of entertainment but also as an educational tool for learners at various levels. This action research focuses on the use of Facebook as a platform for 109 SK Mobile pupils from Year 6 Dedikasi, Efficient, and Gigih to showcase their English assignments, allowing for greater audience reach and feedback from teachers, peers, as well as parents. Before intervention, pupils only had the option of sending pictures of their completed English tasks personally via WhatsApp or Telegram. By providing concrete purpose to complete assignments, showing completed tasks to their peers, parents, as well as teachers, it was observed that the use of Facebook as a learning tool positively impacted learner participation in PDPR session. There was an increase of 21.9% in learner participation. Teachers, parents, and peers could comment and give a love-like symbol on work posted by pupils in the Year 6 DEG online class Facebook group. Based on the questionnaire that have been carried out, 61.3% of the pupils prefer to post their work on Facebook. Besides that, the introduction of differentiated instruction, tasks tailored to pupils' abilities by allowing different work outcomes and providing diverse scaffolding amounts, was also shown to encourage learner participation as reflected in the number of pupils handing in assignments. Now, I'm going to talk about the background of our school. SK MERBAU is the biggest primary school in Miri City with an enrollment of 1,523 pupils, with most of these students live in the Permai Jaya, Senadin and Vista Perdana housing area. A small but significant number of pupils reside in the oil palm plantations behind Go-Kart Miri and Kuala Baram industrial area. Next, let me introduce the key terms used in this research. The first key term is PDPR, which refers to home-based teaching and learning or pengajaran dan pembelajaran di rumah in Bahasa Malaysia. Secondly, it is the key term online learning, which refers to teaching and learning sessions that happens in real time. Pupils join Google Meet or Zoom sessions, play online quizzes, or do online assignments using gadgets with internet access. On the other hand, offline learning refers to teaching and learning activity that takes place via gadget, but without the need to have constant internet connections. Pupil can download notes, manuals, or video and learn at their own time. According to Lexica.com, Oxford University Press Dictionary, social media refers to websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Telegram, and YouTube are some examples of social media. Lastly, it's the key term differentiated instruction, which caters to different learner abilities by differentiating
Issues of concern or research focus. In our research, the issue of concern was low learner participation in online and offline PDPR lessons. We rule out sharing of gadgets and having no internet access as the main factor for low participation. So we focus on using social media, specifically Facebook, to boost learner motivation to join PDPR lessons. Research objectives. The general objective of conducting this action research is to improve the implementation of PDPR via Facebook as a platform to display and give constructive feedback both from teachers as well as peers. Meanwhile, the specific objective was to increase pupils' motivation as reflected in their participation and quality of work submission. Focus group. 3 year 6 classes, which are 6 dedikasi, 6 efficient, and 6 gige were selected. The number of pupils in each of these classes are shown in the table below with a total of 109 pupils. Implementation of research. This research was conducted as a joint effort between the 3 English teachers of 6 dedikasi, 6 efficient, and 6 gige. Problem review. Before June 15, 2021, pupils' only option to turn in their work is by sending pictures of completed assignments personally through WhatsApp. It was observed that the pupils in all the 3 classes demonstrated low interest in submitting their English assignments. This evidence in the Google form responses as well as Google Meet turn-up records. So based on this graph, we found that the average participation was 36.8%. Problem review analysis. Our initial inquiry into why pupils were not turning in their assignments. We found that there were two pupils' problems. First was gadgets. Some of them shared one gadget with schooling siblings or parents. Second was internet data, whereby they will either use mobile data or Wi-Fi. Those who use mobile data had limited data and were using prepaid. As for those who use Wi-Fi, they had poor connection at their housing area. We also found that it was not the main reason for those pupils who did not send their completed tasks. These pupils had their own personal gadget as well as internet access. This was also evidenced by pupils' social media postings. We then come to the third problem, which is personal self-esteem. These pupils actually had low motivation whereby they only receive teachers' feedback. They actually need wider audience reach and more scaffolding.
For 5.3 action planning, we used the Chemist and McTaggart model in order to carry out our action research. So for the first step, we planned and created a Facebook group with the three of us as administrators. The second step, we acted on our planning by announcing the Facebook group as well as its purpose in our class WhatsApp group. We also invited our headmaster and senior administrative assistants to be part of the Facebook group. In the third step, we observed our learners' responses. We gave them feedback on work posted on Facebook, and we also encouraged all other learners, as well as their parents, to show their support by clicking on the love a like button and giving positive comments. So upon reflection, we decided to add on another element to our intervention program, which was task differentiation. So in phase two, we basically repeated the whole steps with the added on element of differentiated instruction. So what exactly is differentiated instruction, specifically differentiation by product? So this element was introduced on June the 29th. We involved learners from all our year 6 classes, and with the help of all our English year 6 teachers, we were able to categorize our learners into 3 groups, which was the blue team, low to average ability group, pink team intermediate, and orange team advanced. So the reason why we like differentiated instruction so much was because it allows for different product outcomes as well as different levels of scaffolding. So let's take a look at one example of a lesson where we use differentiation by product. In this lesson, the product outcome was to draw a decomposition timeline. So for the blue team, low to average ability group, we gave them clear examples as well as multiple choice questions set responses in order to facilitate learners' finding of answers from the text. For the pink team, intermediate, we gave them more blanks in completing the decomposition timeline. We also allowed pupils to type the answers. And for the orange team, advanced, we gave them limited clues in completing the decomposition timeline. We also gave them the freedom to type their own answers in accordance to their better language abilities. Here, we would like to share the impact of our intervention program. We found that there was an increase in learner participation after the intervention program was carried out from June the 15th to August 3rd. On June the 29th, differentiated instruction was introduced and carried out until August 3rd, and we found that there was a spike in learner participation recorded after we introduced the differentiated instruction element in our PDPR lesson. So, to summarize, we found that there was a 21.9% increase in learner participation after the intervention was introduced. We decided to carry out a questionnaire via Google Form to ask our learners whether they like having their works commented on and being given the love and like symbol on Facebook, and what was its impact on their motivation. So from this questionnaire, we found that 64.5% of learners said that love and like symbol, as well as positive comments from friends, teachers, and parents, boosted their motivation to join PDPR online lessons. We also did, in the same questionnaire, we asked them whether they preferred to send their work personally through WhatsApp or post their work on Facebook. And we found that 61.3% of learners said that posting their work on Facebook gives them more motivation to join PDPR lessons. So that was interesting for us to find. Here, we would like to share with you the impact of the Facebook intervention program on individual pupils in our classes in terms of work submission as well as quality of assignments.
For my class, pupil A and pupil B can be categorized as low to average level pupils. I found both increase in their work submission by learning through observation and how the other pupils completed their tasks. For pupil C, which is categorized as intermediate level, she showed an increase in creativity of work presentation. As for pupil D, she is an advanced level pupil, and I found an increased participation because it was interesting way of presenting her work and get feedback from the like or love button.
In my class, 6 Efficient, I found that for pupil A, he is a low ability pupil. He joined the Facebook group but prefers to send his work through WhatsApp. There was an increase in work quality as he refers to peers' work posted on Facebook. For pupils B and C, I also found that there was an improvement in quality in terms of handwriting and maturity of presentation. They also showed higher motivation to learn, as shown, as reflected in their increased participation in PDPR online lessons.
Three pupils from 6 Gige have been identified as seen in the pictures. They are average ability pupils. They showed improvement in consistency of turning in tasks. Previously, they rarely submit their work. Apart from that, they also showed better quality of work with very neat handwriting. Research reflection. Based on the 6 weeks of interventions, pupils have shown a significant increase of participation during PDPR, as well as improvement in terms of work quality. Parents too have shown greater motivation and concern to be involved in their children's learning. However, not all the pupils join the DEG group as they do not have a Facebook account, and some of the pupils with their own Facebook account refuse to join the DEG group. They think there will be no privacy once they join the Facebook group. Pupils who did not join the DEG group still prefer to send their work through WhatsApp. Here, we have come to the last part, recommendations for future research. For our future research, we are going to try out other social media platforms apart from Facebook. We also thought that it would be better to provide links for various resources and post it on the social media. The implementation of social media as a teaching and learning platform could be made more potent when teachers encourage learners to explore various resources. Besides that, it is also good to take advantage of the collaborative aspect of social media by allowing pupils to have online discussions on topics or modules with teachers acting as moderators. Lastly, we strongly think that the use of differentiated instruction should be continued as it has shown to motivate pupils to hand in their work. These are the list of references which we referred to while conducting this action research. That's all from us. Thank you.